What's going on? What's going on? We are back with another Matic Mondays. I appreciate you coming back to visit us, sit up with us, and chat about remote working, digital nomad. That's what we're going to talk about day in and day out. And if you are new, definitely like and subscribe to the show. You'll learn a lot, you'll laugh a lot, and you'll get to know us, you know?
Yep.
And right here next to me, I have my co-host Tiffany, Sports and Heels.
Hey
What's going
y'all,
on?
what's going on? Nothing much.
Okay.
Busy, busy. You know it.
I know. You are busy.
So are you.
Ha. A little bit, a tad. That's my life. I don't even feel busy no more. It's just a part of my life. When I'm not busy, I feel like something crazy is going on or
Oh,
something.
I love it when I'm not busy. I love to not. I love to know that there's things I have to do and then I'm not doing it because I want to. I want to. I want to rest. Rest is essential.
It is. I have to learn how to do that a little
And
bit
I'm.
more.
I'm done with. I'm kind of done with hustle culture. I'm trying to have a separation from hustle culture where you
Mhm.
constantly feel like you have to go, go, go. Like it's time to me for me to enjoy the fruits of my labor sometimes.
Got you. Oh yes,
Just doing this.
I was just talking to somebody about that the other day. You always in the hustle, but um, not taking advantage of your harvest because you trying to hustle. So but that's where remote work comes in, where you can hustle and harvest at the same goddamn time.
Yep.
You know, best of
Yes, I
both
do.
worlds. You can balance. But yes, so today we are going to talk about the hottest thing on the market right now, the Colombia Digital Nomad Visa. I had to jump on this. I said, Tiff, I need to talk about this on the next show because it's everywhere. Instagram is on TikTok. Didn't you see it on TikTok?
I did.
I know you sent me some stuff about it. So people just running the jump to Colombia. They just love that country, man.
Yeah, and
So
this just started like early this month, right? Early August 2022. So this is brand spanking new, hot off the presses, breaking news.
yes, breaking news. And so let's jump into it.
If you guys been watching our previous episodes, we've done a couple of interviews with people who work remote from Colombia. Adrian himself has worked from Colombia. Well, we've had guests who live in the United States who visited Colombia and work remote from Colombia. So this is brand spanking new information that we just had to make sure we bring to you guys.
Yeah. And what I loved so much about it was the um, requirements because we actually did a show on visas. We went like a 10, 15 places,
Yeah.
top, top visas, and we didn't talk about Colombia. I don't think they officially had one um, as of now, and that's starting in October. They'll start to roll that out. Um, but the requirements are like here really, really, really minimum. And first, a valid passport for a period up to 3 months after the expiration of the visa. A letter from sending company with an international national provided services. The letter, which must be translated into Spanish or English, should provide details on the position as well as the type of remuneration relieved. Copies of bank statements in order to prove their income is at least equivalent to the current minimum monthly wages in this country, and hold insurance covering their stay in case of unexpected situations during their stay in Colombia. Now, this article is a little high level, but I know because they didn't really put a lot of specifics in it. Let me look at, because I know I wanted to chime in that number. I think it's like 684. It was under $700. Um,
For how long was the time period?
it's up to um 2 years. It's up to 2 years.
Wow.
Which you when you come into Colombia, you get a 90-day visa. You get a 90-day tourist visa. Every American. This is all for American travelers. And then you can do an extension, pay a little fee, get an extension, you get another 90 days. Um, so that's 180 days was your max. Um, I've heard mixed things about doing visa runs because I heard it was based on the calendar year. So like if you took 180 calendar days, you couldn't come back in till that year is out, that rolling year is out. So, or actually till the next year is out. That year is out, you can come back the following year. So if I did 180 days for 2022, I couldn't come back to 2023 to start another 180 days.
Okay.
So some places you can do a visa run like Mexico. Go to Guatemala. They said let's say what 2 or 3 days, and then you can come back. But anyone in the chat, if you have other or you can comment on this video if you have more details on that. People who have actually done the do, um, definitely keep us informed. Um, we are not experts. We are just reporting the news.
Absolutely.
So I think I found this one, and it's all new to everybody. Okay, here we go. Yeah, passport must be valid for at least 6 months when applying for the visa. Work remotely, as I said. Um, and and I talked to you about this on the private line. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think
Really?
I think it's a lot of benefits with this. I think it's too easy of a come up to not go for it
Yeah.
with this because like let me see most incomes that you need to have at least is up to 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, sometimes 2,000. See, this is a little interesting though. I'm just this is what I do for a living. I'm an analyst, so I think deep on stuff. I'll tell you in a minute. But the work remotely part, okay. Work as an employee, freelancer, uh, own a business outside of Colombia. They're saying that the employee part is probably the easier way to go. It's more, somebody can vouch for you, actual company vouching for you. The freelancer, that's your digital nomads,
Your influencers, those who own their own, um, online business. If you're, you sell something online, those are those who absolutely own their own business. That's what a freelance, or you're doing freelance work. You're a photographer or an artist or
or a
um,
YouTuber.
YouTuber, social media
Mhm.
manager. You freelance. You do work. You can do, you can work in tech and do freelance. You can be a consultant. Those are considered freelance type opportunities.
And you usually will get a 1099. If you if you're an employee, you're gonna get a W-2.
Right.
If you're a freelancer, you're gonna get a 1099, meaning you are responsible for paying your own taxes.
Absolutely.
So and also just a full-fledged business. You got a barbershop, you got a beauty salon, you got
Yeah.
a corner store, you got online business.
Or you have a boutique, an online boutique.
Yes. You got a brick and mortar. You just got a straight brick and mortar,
Yeah.
Um, And so this is $684 a month. Now
that's $171 a week, guys, just for perspective.
Now that is so sweet right there. But usually most of these visas, and this is why I'm thinking deeper and deep on this. Most of these visas are kind of equivalent to the cost of living. I mean, the money that they want you to earn is kind of equivalent to the money that you the cost of living in that country is kind of equivalent to the money they need for you to have a visa requirements, the minimum income requirement. The minimum income requirement doesn't really the living cost in Colombia can vary from maybe like 1,000 to maybe 2,000. You know, if you want to live on the high end, 2,000. If you want to live on the lower end, and low doesn't mean you eating rice and beans every day. You can live, 1,000 to 1,500. You can live really nice in like a Medellin, a Bogota. Rents are kind of like. Shoot, if you get a 1-bedroom in a place where y'all sharing, you could probably spend like 200 a month rent. If you just get a 1-bedroom and y'all, sharing in a house, a 3-bedroom house or whatever. So some places do rent out rooms for the month. So I know people that have spent $100 a month for a 1-bedroom. Our girl, the one from Canada. She is all over the place. She's actually in Nicaragua now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She was in, I think I told you she was in El Salvador. Then she went to Guatemala. And she was there in Guatemala maybe for like 4 days. And then she went to Nicaragua. So now she's in Nicaragua. I was like, girl, you are doing it. I like that. I like that a lot. She actually showed me a lot that I didn't think Nicaragua was. It looks really nice in Nicaragua. It really does.
So you must have health insurance.
Yeah. So
I wonder, will they take travel insurance that has the health insurance as your health insurance?
Now this
does say international health insurance, and typically U.S. policies don't have international elements. So I would think you would have to have.
Some do. I just found out that Cigna does have international
benefits
to it. Well, say components to it.
Okay.
I just found, because in doing my own research, I was trying to see how much is international health insurance would run me or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I ran across this guy's blog, and he was saying that he went with Cigna. He was trying to figure out, if it would work, and they said regardless of your addresses in the world, it would apply.
Okay.
So I think you would have to, call your health insurance provider and see. And I think he was paying $90 a month, or a little lower than that. It depended if he added a deductible. If he had a deductible on it, it would bring it down to about 60 or 30, depending on how much, whatever.
So do your research. And if all else fails, you can always get traveler's insurance that has the medical component for the duration of the time you plan on being there. Again, just do your research. So what's this letter of employment?
I think offer letters are applicable in a situation like this. Or you can just ask your company. Now they need to put an asterisk by this. Well, I'll put an asterisk by myself. because this is the dilemma that's a lot of U.S. companies will not let you work abroad.
Right. I happen to work for one that won't let you work abroad.
I want to say a good probably 90% will not let you work abroad knowingly. Knowingly, let's put that quote on there. Knowingly work abroad. So, hey, I always tell you, VPN, baby. Express VPN is my friend. But yeah, that's the kicker. And you may, uh I took I didn't tell you what happened with that job. I turned it down.
So you still turned it down?
Yeah, I turned it down. I turned it down.
Okay, we'll do that at the end.
Yeah.
We might have to do that outside conversations. I need to know what.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think I didn't tell you what happened after that.
No, you didn't. So that's why I'm like, what? So your offer letter may be sufficient in this to prove that one, you've been employed, two, that you work remotely, and it usually has on your offer letters usually has what your hourly rate is or your salary will usually be included in that offer letter. I would think that is sufficient enough. I don't think you have to go back and ask for. I wouldn't go back and ask for a second letter if I was doing this. But
yeah, you're gonna like.
I'm just gonna. I'm not.
I had thought about how could I ask him.
I'm not asking you. I'm just gonna go do it, and then I'm going.
Because I have my offer letters from all the contracts that I've been on.
As you should. As you should.
And the ones since I've been working remotely have had that remote element on there, like position as remote. So I don't know how some people don't put remote on a remote job and can't give you a letter saying that it's remote or whatever.
Well, because they're being disingenuous, but that's a whole nother conversation. So how do you actually apply for this visa?
Like it starts October. They probably will put up a website. There is no other information. Let me exit out of the screen. I am showing this. Yeah. So if I go down. Yeah, it says here, as the government finalizes details and releases more information about the requirements, we will update the list.
So they haven't updated yet?
No, like this just came out with like 2 weeks ago. They started talking about this. I don't even think it's a website or anything up yet.
So to be clear, those of you who are like, oh, I thought you've had shows about being a digital nomad in Colombia, and those people had already been doing it. Yes, but there's time limits. I think it was 90 days or so was the previous time limit.
Well, I mean, you can go to Colombia and work with no problem, but you have 180 days. With this one, you have over 700 days to stay in there. So that's people want to stay longer. And a lot of people I know, like I was saying, the one from the lady from Canada, she always talking about Colombia. Like people are really addicted to Colombia. But they say, hey man, your 180 days is up. And if your 180 days is up and you don't get out of there, you got some problems on your hand. Believe me, I know a few people that overstayed their visa, and Colombia ain't nice with that. So you definitely need to look into this one if you are interested in it.
And I just heard that this came out earlier. I think it came out Thursday or Friday, that Brazil is opening an entire digital nomad village in order to attract digital nomads. I don't know if you saw that.
Well, this is our connection here. This is our connection. I had that coming up next.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. We have the Digital Nomad Village. Um, this is a lot of stuff on these ads. I swear, all these freaking ads. Um, close out some of these screens. Okay. All right. Here we go. Yes, this okay. Because I really have done some research on this because I love Brazil. Um, you this is on this is an actual village. They call it, it's a little
Yeah.
area. It's on the north side of Brazil. Um, it's actually south of I want to say Natal, Natal, in a little town called it's like a little beach town. Uh,
I thought it was in Sao Paulo, so it's not in Sao Paulo.
mm-mm. No, it's not in Sao Paulo. Um, the Nomad Village, um, Brazil, is a project run by Portugal-based startup Nomad X. They have the same program in
Croatia.
Portugal. Um, um, no, this Nomad X is in Portugal,
Oh, it's in
and
Portugal. Okay.
yeah, and they have that there. And so they decided that they wanted to do another one, um, because of their
Yeah, yeah.
cousins or whatever. Um, they wanted to do it in Brazil, and so where Croatia comes in. Croatia was one of the first ones that launched a digital nomad um, visa program, which I heard a lot of people like that area to go
Yeah.
and work remotely.
Croatia in the summer has one of the biggest yacht boating events of the year. Is in
Yeah, we call
Croatia.
it Yachtnik. Yacht.
Yacht Week. It's Yacht
Yacht.
Week, and they actually have a Black Yacht Week um, that is really popular. But
Yeah, I've seen that one too. I think that's what I thought it was calling the Yachtnik or something like that. I think
I
they
don't know
maybe
about that. I don't know. I'm not attaching anything Atlanta Freaknik to anything like this because this is a whole nother level. But
have,
yes,
yeah,
I've
they can
heard
turn
there are
up.
elements of um, the partying that would appeal to those who are familiar with the Nick part of of yachting.
Right, right. Um,
It's interesting they
uh,
didn't pick Rio, so it's called
yeah, that is interesting. But I think the northeast part of Brazil is very overlooked, very underrated. Um, I want to definitely visit that part. Actually, when I was in Brazil last, at this Brazilian place, this Brazilian at Fogo de Chao. Actually, the waiter was telling me you got to go to North Brazil. North Brazil is the beautiful beaches, but way beautiful than Rio and all that stuff. So um, I told him, yeah, I would definitely try it next time. Get off the beaten path. But yeah, the place is called Pipas Morada dos Ventos. Um,
Pipas Marada dos
what
Ventos.
what is Pipa's Beach, but this is the name of the actual like hotel. Like they have like a home base
Hmm.
where kind of like um, kind of like start with the registration and but I still don't understand if it's just will you have the time to stay there? Um, like will it what some of the requirements? It doesn't really give a lot about that. But this is how the beach town looks. Um, it's called Pipa Beach. Picturesque property is
Yeah.
located in a natural setting, only 800 meters from the gorgeous Amor Beach.
Bungalow style apartments. They
Hmm.
have a guest house and then they have apartments, I'm assuming.
Yes. Um,
Kind of like a regular like boutique resort hotel where they have a guest house where you kind of go and there's food and guest services, and then they have different pods of units. So that's what it kind of reminds me of.
right, but I'm trying to see like, am I going to get an actual visa, or is it just a
I think you
is it kind of like the what's the guy that wanted us to travel?
mm, Wi-Fi artist.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Wi-Fi artists
I
a
don't
little
I
bit.
don't think I didn't get that vibe. I really got this is a boutique hotel vibe. Like if it wasn't used for this, it was the boutique hotel.
Well, no. I'm not talking about the actual place. I'm talking about the whole concept of this
Well, I think
nomad
you have
village.
to have a visa already. Um, and you just they're giving you a community to stay in is what I think they're doing.
Right. That's what I'm like. It was a little misleading to me because you know, I felt like it was trying to like push the concept of Brazil visa, a Brazil uh,
Well, they're pushing
nomad
this.
visa.
They're pushing what they're pushing is a community of like-minded individuals versus a building with like-minded individuals. Um, so that you know that you're all around other tourists and you're around other digital nomads, but you have your own space. Um,
Just like Wi-Fi artists. That's what I'm
Yeah, but that
saying.
was like 30 days. Like this is they're it looks like they're encouraging you to stay longer. Like this is not a trip for like 30 days. This is like come like live here for a few months.
Right. But see it is well, what is the dates here? I know
And
the regular
Wi-Fi artists is like you get your own room or you share a room. This is like you get your own like your own bungalow, your own apartment.
that's
So you can bring your family, like it's not just you. You don't have to have it just be you.
this is like 6 months. This
Yeah.
place here.
So you can bring your family. You can bring your spouse. It's more it's more conducive to you having to moving there for a period of time and having a safe place and a safe community in which you can be in versus Wi-Fi artist is just it's a solo traveler.
You know what? I see it now.
So you want
I
to be able a lot of people's hang up is I want to be a digital nomad, but I can't bring my kids to every opportunity. But this would give you a whole environment in which you can bring your kids or you can
why
bring your spouse.
what yes, it's still within the parameters though, because this is 180 days.
Right.
November 1st. So any of your kids can come with you regardless if you're a digital nomad, you're a tourist or whatever. You, they can come with you and stay on any resort in. If I want my daughter to come with me to Brazil, I can bring her with me.
Yeah, but you're bringing it to a resort where there's going to be other kinds of tourists. This resort, what I got from the article, would be would be centered around digital nomads. So there'll be other like-minded families or individuals in that community.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of Wi-Fi artist like because it's Wi-Fi artist is like what a month, but
Yeah, but Wi-Fi artists is you coming by yourself. You're not bringing your family. You're not bringing your daughter to Wi-Fi artists. You're not.
you
It's
can't
you.
bring no kids.
No, it's you. It's adult only one.
It's
That's like
adult
on
only.
their
Okay.
adult only one, and it's you pay per traveler. You're paying a fee for per traveler.
Okay.
You could bring your spouse, but that spouse has to be in the community with you as if they're a digital nomad. Where this is just like they're coming with you. They don't have to be a digital nomad.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's a little more independent than Wi-Fi artist or any kind of
Oh
travel
yeah,
group
oh
where
yeah.
you're traveling, where it's a group of solo travelers kind of getting together and forming a community. This is you already have your own community, or you're coming to a place where you have your own apartment. You're not sharing a room. You're not sharing a house. You have the option to be a part of the community or not. I mean, this is a small beach town, so where you can get lost in the community around it.
And just for clarity, can you explain what Wi-Fi artist for our new followers?
Yeah, so Wi-Fi Artist is
That's
a
not what we're bringing
digital
up.
nomad travel group. You pay a set price, and they have locations based on where they're going to be. And you pick the location you would like to go, and you pay a set price. So say it's $2,300. You pay $2,300, and they cover your flight, they cover your all your travel, your transfers, they cover your accommodations, whether it's shared or single. You can pay more for single, where you have your own bedroom. Um, and it's you get to find a community of remote workers that are living in the same house. You're all living in the same space, and they have a co-working area, whether it's an office, or within the building, and you all are able to work from the co-working space. But it's a great opportunity if you're a solo traveler to see different parts of the world and stay there for 30 to 60 days. They choose, like they're doing, they did Portugal in May. I think in August they're in South Africa. Aren't they in South Africa in August right now? I think they're in, or they might be in Barcelona right now.
Yeah, this.
Scroll up.
So
They're doing South Africa in September. Scroll up. I mean, scroll down. Sorry, scroll down. Yeah, they're doing South Africa. They're doing Thailand, Bali, and Osaka, Japan. So basically, you pick one of these locations. If you click on one, let's click on South Africa. So that's starting September 9th, and you're there for 30 days, and the cost for a private bedroom is $2,400. So for that cost, they cover everything. The only thing you have to pay for is any activities that you do, and your obviously your food. Um, but yeah, it's a great opportunity for you to travel to South Africa as a digital nomad, work remotely, and they offer, co-working pass. They offer, services, Wi-Fi. You get backup technology. They have tours that run from the Wi-Fi artist house. They do a lot of things together. Um, but it gives you the opportunity to build your experience around what you usually like to do as a digital nomad or as a traveler, as well as with others. So, I mean, they take care of everything. It's pretty much easy. And this is
mhm.
for those who don't want to take the fuss out of trying to plan your own, 30 to 60-day trip. This takes the fuss out of it.
Yeah, they kind of do everything for you.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Um, yeah. So yeah, that's I wanted people to understand what Wi-Fi artist was, and we brought that up. Um, and the last one I wanted to talk about that's new on the digital nomad scene was one of my great places as well too. Love this area of town. It's a town of let's say Latin America, Central America. Uh, Bam, Mexico. Viva la Mexico. Um.
I'm doing Mexico in March.
Oh.
Puerto
Okay.
Vallarta.
Oh, okay. You're going to see your cousin?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Maybe I can finally get that live that I was always promised. Maybe I'll go down there. But yes, unpredictable stay length will disappear as pilot program is tested in Cancun. Now, when I was looking up this, and I found another guy that was talking about this, I could have sworn they had one, but then they didn't have. Like they've been doing so many changes. I think you actually saw. You sent me a TikTok that was talking about how they not doing the 6 month one, which I had a 6 month visa for Mexico back during the pandemic.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had one, and what this guy mentioned. I wanted to talk about because he mentioned that this is kind of gonna be a set in stone type. And as we see here, it says frustrating piece of paperwork. Now, the first time I went to Mexico via San Diego, walked across the border, and was going to Tijuana. And so when you walk across the border, go through San Ysidro bus station. Got a great video of that too on my channel, so check that out. So you come through. There's Mexicans, and then they have a extranjeros, which means foreigners. So you go through this second line, which is really nobody in there. So you walk through there, and when you give them that passport, they'll look at you like it's almost like they trying to figure out, should I take some money from him, or should I just take a little money? I'm going to take some money regardless.
Right.
So you know what? Let's go into the room. So he took me in a room, and I'm like,
They
what?
took you in a room.
Yes. So like when you come in, like I said, it's the Mexican line, then it's the extranjero line, and then it's like when you walk up, it's like 2 or 3 little booths. And like, so you go to the first one because there's really nobody there. But then like on the back wall is a door, like an office. And so they'll like cover me. I go in the office every time when I cross that border. It's like 2-3 times that they've done this to me. And they're like, all right, come here. Let's go in the room. Go in there. They sit you down, and they be like, so my friend, why you go to Tijuana? Just I always use like a doctor's appointment or whatever. So, and I'm usually there for a day or two, but I don't want them to be like, give me a two-day visa. What I didn't know at the time. So he was like 600 pesos. I remember like it was yesterday. 600 pesos, and I think that was like $30 at the time. And he was like, yeah. And so he gave me a 6 month visa. So then like that was at the beginning of the pandemic. So that a lot of people weren't really going over there like that. So then the second time I came through there, maybe like 3 months later, to meet up with some guys down there, they pulled me back in that room again. I said, "Oh man, I know these dudes gonna hit me up for the money." They did hit me. They hit me up for some money, but I think they hit me up for like $20, and then they gave me a week visa. They didn't give me the no. I had the 6 month. It was longer than 6 months, and I didn't. It wasn't valid anymore. So I was able to just pay $20, and he just gave me a week. And the week, it was like, okay. And so many people was like, man, you should have got the 6 months. But I was like, man, I just took whatever they gave me. So it's very frustrating with this, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm glad. I hope it's not frustrating, even when this does come to play, because I don't know when it actually comes to play, but it needs to be some type of guidelines with it, because they just do whatever they want to feel like doing at the time, and it's real frustrating. You don't know what they expect when you come through that immigration line.
Yeah.
You don't know what they expect. So, and I think it's just as easy as just saying, because they're gonna give you. I think they're gonna give you. I don't know how much the visa on arrival. I think is 30 days for anybody, tourist visa. But you have to specify that you would like to do the digital nomad visa, and they'll give that to you for 180 days. Let me see. In years prior, 180 days wasn't expected a lot of the time, but unexplained reasons during the pandemic saw the officers becoming far more specific in their decisions. Right. So, okay. This is exactly what I'm saying. It just changed on a whim. In the years prior to COVID, 180 days wasn't expected. That was my 6-month visa that I had. But unexplained reasons during the pandemic, saw the officers becoming far more specific in their decisions. So they don't really have what right. Okay. One of our own riders traveled into the country via Mexico City. Unaware of the rule changes, he was given 32 days while his partner was given 13. Telling you, man, it's just what they feel like, man. So neither of them was aware. What'd you say?
It sounds like somewhere else I know.
Where?
Here.
Here?
If you got the complexion for the protection, you can stay as long as you want.
I don't know. I ain't no foreigner here, so I guess I ain't really know about all that. But
so Mexico has a new process coming. So
it's not valid for
days and still need to fill out the FMM before being admitted to the country.
It's not for Brazil, El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, and Venezuela. Let's just get that 30.
Okay. But the US and Canada and UK.
They want them euros and them
US
pounds and dollars.
Yeah. Shout out to the UK. See y'all in 3 weeks.
What? Hold up. Oh, I need to have a sign around here. What's going on?
Breaking news.
Going?
Breaking news.
Where you going to the UK?
I'm going to find Idris Elba and break up his marriage. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm going to UK. I'm going to London. I'm going to Paris and London.
What? Round of applause. Let's put some claps in the chat.
I will be remote working. But yeah, I'll be in London during. I just found out. Yeah, I will be doing some work. Yeah, we'll be doing some work. We'll talk about what that means when we get offline because I can't talk about it. I will be doing some work. Yes. You know, I still got to keep the bills paid. But yes, I will be in London in mid to late September. Mid-September to late September. And spending a weekend in Paris, taking the train from London to Paris. And I'm excited. I'm already looking up, what to do, where to go. And yeah, looking forward to it. Not looking forward to that 6-hour, 45-minute flight from JFK. But definitely looking forward to, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what Europe has to offer me. And I got some outfits, y'all. I got some outfits I haven't worn that I think this is the reason I haven't worn them because I don't think the United States is ready for. Yeah.
You gotta have some of that foreign water on it.
Yeah. I need. You got to be able to be eclectic and show your personality. That street style is really big in Europe, and I'm gonna do me. Y'all know I'm gonna do me. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good time.
Okay. Um, well, let's wrap up with some jobs. You know, the people need some jobs. Um, which we were trying to find some entry level stuff here for you all. Um,
I'll let you go first.
yeah, thank you. um, okay, let me see something here. I do like I do like this. Let me see. Give me a minute. You know, if I put it up here, it's Gucci. I got to put nothing uh, but easy ones up here. If it's up here, it's like it's a done deal. And I'm just trying to find some ones that U.S. Um, U.S. mixed with a little bit of international. All right, I think I got one here. Let's see. And that's the thing. You wanna go for these jobs. Okay, let's do this one. This is a US based job. I'm gonna share it right here. Really, all these jobs are easy to get. You just got to put your resume right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is this the job here? Okay. No, that's not it. Well, we can talk about this anyway. This one is Sumo Logic, customer success manager, as we always say, one of the easiest ones to transition to because it's nothing but an account executive, and you can make some good money on it. You may be, working with a base of customers. Um, Sumo Logic is it's an IT company. Oh, excuse me. Um, they are like I said right here. You always want to go down to the qualifications. This is like where all the good stuff is at. 5 to 8 years of enterprise mid-market account management, customer adoption experience with focus on revenue retention and renewals within an existing install base. A lot of B2B, SaaS model, software as a service model. So they got like a software, their kind of solution that they're offering. um, just customer management skills, just know how to manage those accounts, manage those customers. Um, yeah, I mean, you're doing that in every job. I'm even doing that in being a business analyst. I got to manage these crazy business owners that I have and keep them happy while getting these requirements. So yeah, Sumo Logic, that is hot, new out this week. Um, oh, what's the name dropped off? Okay,
It kicked me out.
I'm sorry. Um, I was about to share this other one here and give you is this it? Yeah. All right. The next one is Osmo. Um Osmo is seeking an enthusiastic and persistent senior account manager. This is remote. Um Another SaaS company, software as a service. And like I said, always go down to the requirements um right here. They're looking for a bachelor's in these fields. Um, a plus would be a master's, but it's just a plus. It's not a requirement. Um, Now this one is a little misleading a little bit because it says ability to travel. So I actually would not recommend this if you're looking for fully remote.
Yeah.
If they have a travel component on this, like you may want to ask them, like, what does that look like? Um, before you go any further. What do you have over there?
I am going to send you the link. These were posted. Um, one of these jobs was posted 3 hours ago. So I'm trying to find, um, and this is for those who, since it's school time, school has started. I wanted to provide some learning and development type roles for those of us or those who have been in education or learning and
Ooh.
development. These are 100% remote roles. You can work from anywhere. And they were posted within the last 48 hours, including 3 hours ago. So I wanted to make sure these are on LinkedIn. So I wanted to highlight these roles.
Hold a minute. You sending me more?
I sent two.
Okay. Did you get this from that? You did you? Where did you get this idea from? TikTok.
No,
I
LinkedIn.
was. Oh, okay. Nah. The 6 figure girl. she she finally put something out that I agree with, and it was based on this. Pardon me. I'm trying to get to the actual. Um, to the actual place. This company. Um, she brought up something really good. This girl I follow on TikTok about teachers and transferring their skills. Um, a lot of these companies, which you have like online places. Let me share the screen. I got it now.
Okay, perfect.
Like Coursera.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, yeah, Coursera and all of, but we will go to that in a minute. Um, so yeah, they have a lot of remote jobs. A lot of these teaching um, places have a lot of remote jobs, online teaching.
Yep. And so this application is actually on LinkedIn. And anyone who sends a message in the chat, if you're interested in any of these jobs that we post, just send us a message in the chat and we'll make sure to respond with the link to the exact job posting. But in the future, I'll make sure that I have at least one job posting that's been posted within the last 48 hours. So one of the keys and tricks to, in addition to updating your resume for each application, this gives you an opportunity to be one of the first applicants. Um, it has the job description. Since it's, school has started, I don't know if there's a lot of teachers who are looking for other opportunities to work remotely or change what they're teaching. But I think this is a great opportunity doing learning and development in corporate America. Um, yeah, so I found these. One of them is a full-time. Which one are you showing? You're showing
Which one can you see?
the performance development group. So this is a full-time learning experience lead. Um, and you're basically performing instructional design while guiding instructional designers. So this is where your transferable skills are gonna come in. You are aware of how to teach the subject matter, and you're also aware of how people participate in the subject matter. So your skills in teaching and education are going to be, highly important to this role. But they want you to design concepts and detailed designs for owners and L&D stakeholders. You develop relationships with clients. That's pretty much with every job. They want you to lead the brainstorming at appropriate points in the project lifecycle, define and articulate the learning journey. This is the same as a lesson plan. So some of these keywords that look familiar, they want you to create training content using custom storyboard templates. Again, this is not unfamiliar to those who work in education, those who work at the professor level, or at the high school level. This is something you know, work cross-functionally with creative and technical departments to build client solutions. You're building lesson plans for corporate. So, and you're developing, participating in system and user acceptance testing. So this is just, what is it going to look like from the user perspective? This is where all of your educational background and transferable skills are going to be key in these type of roles. And I want to be clear, don't let the title of the role stop you from applying. And to my ladies, particularly our ladies, don't let the full responsibility list stop you from applying either. We tend to make sure that we can hit every single bullet point before we apply for a role. And I want to encourage you to step out of that. And if you can do one of those things, and I've just given you 3 or 4 things that I know as an educator that you're capable of doing that meet the criteria on this resume, you need to apply. And you need to demonstrate on your own resume how your skills and your background would be a great fit for this organization as far as what they're asking for. So pull out those keywords, lesson plans. You don't have to use lesson plans. You can use project lifecycle or learning lifecycle. You can use words like learning and development. Those are all part of education, and that's how you can use those skills and that wording to obtain these kinds of roles.
Very well said. Yes, this is great. Because on one of these they had the actual pay, and I can't find it now.
Now, some hiring managers on LinkedIn have been very great about telling you what the pay is going to be.
I saw someone on LinkedIn said, should the pay be included on the job description? And like, it was probably like 99% of the people said yes. Because I was like, man, it is a waste of time sometimes when you finally figure out what the job is about and you getting paid bird feed on it. But like this one here, that one, the one you just sent, it didn't have the pay on it, but it included it on here, $85 to $125 an hour on 1099. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that is. That's great. That's it. For those of you looking for 6 figures. This is the kind of role that's definitely over 6 figures.
Yes, yes. I like this saying here, we show you the money. Yeah, show me the money, man. I work hard. I want to see the money. Yeah, this is all educational basis. And what I was saying about the girl on Instagram, there's a lot of companies, educational online companies now, and they need teachers to create curriculums and certain modules and stuff for those learning classes. And so, you're going to have a lot of people like me who are going to ask a teacher, how should this UI look? What are some of the functionalities you need this UI to have? And when I say UI, I mean user interface, because the teacher will be teaching to said people online, and I have no clue of what goes into a what you call that thing, curriculum, and I forgot the other term they use or whatever, but I need that input in order to build things out or talk to my developers. And so, you kind of got to lean on people who have those years of experience as a teacher, and how, times where they were in the class, how can I help them with this new platform understand it virtually? And so that's how we kind of collaborate as a business analyst and business subject matter expert, whatever. as teachers. So yeah, cool. You said you sent me another one too.
I did.
Okay.
This was for a training solutions manager, and this is dead on education. So this is remote. It does say Texas, but it does say remote. And this is an opportunity for you to impact English language programs in school districts. So this is directly involved with the school districts, but it's a remote role. So you're responsible for leading on-site and online training to ensure that educators can utilize Elevation to enhance their work for English language learners. So basically, you're teaching other educators. This role will include travel to school districts. So I'm obviously this is going to be remote, but in Texas. So those of you who are watching that are live in Texas, this might be a great opportunity for you. It is a remote role, but it does require some on-site training, but it's training and professional development. You collaborate with the customer success and product education teams. You develop essential skills to succeed in the K through 12. So, again, this gets you out of the classroom per se. But they have a great breakdown on this job description, which is one of the reasons why I chose it, to let you know what your first year will look like with them. So within the first month, you will onboard and learn about the Elevation. You will understand the professional services team. Within 3 months, you'll be working independently. You'll begin to gain proficiency in their product suite. Within 6 months, you will have additional knowledge as a trainer. You will already be delivering routine professional services to partners. Within 12 months, you'll maintain high levels of training satisfaction. You'll provide feedback to the product education team. So they want you to be located in the state of Texas. And they only have a minimum of 2 years of US-based K through 12 teaching experience. So those of you who are entry-level teachers, who are entry-level educators, this is an absolutely fantastic opportunity for you to get remote. They do have a big travel requirement for this. Again, this has that asterisk next to remote because it is up to 80% with seasonal peaks. But what I'm going to tell you is if you're a young educator, this might be an opportunity you might want to look into. If you're a retired educator who's looking to travel, this might be something you might be interested in. I know that in the last couple of years, RV life and van life has been very popular, and we've never talked about that or touched on that. But this is an opportunity that I could see someone who has that lifestyle could absolutely partake in, because you get that 80% travel, and you get that remote working. And based on compensation, this could be really financially beneficial to you if you have that RV van life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's great that we're bringing new perspectives into being a digital nomad, because it's not just about traveling overseas, although we focus on that a lot, and traveling within the US, flying or driving somewhere. But we've never really touched those who are in the van life. And I'm seeing that a lot, the van mobile nomadic life here in the US, and in Mexico. So I wanted to bring an opportunity that could be great for those who are interested in adopting that lifestyle and looking for opportunities that will allow them to do that.
Right. Well, here at Matic Mondays, we try to, be a little different. I mean, because there's tons of people talking about remote jobs on YouTube, especially in that they just want to sit at the house and work remotely. And everybody's not into travel, surprisingly, but they just want to be able to take care of the kids. They want to be able to take care of the older parents, elderly parents, or whatever. So there's something for everyone in this remote work space.
Yeah.
But when I created this channel, I wanted to travel the world and make money at the same time. So that's kind of like how I was trying to look for that opportunity to talk about it or whatever. So yeah. So we're at an hour. Um, that was good. Jam packed show. Um, I will be off myself to Guatemala.
Awesome.
So that's a little surprise too. Um, I'll be doing a little work too. I'll be doing a little work. I'll be into the holiday weekend, so my holiday will be in Guatemala.
Also, you're leaving soon.
Yeah, like like this time tomorrow, I'll be in Guatemala.
Oh, I might be flying back from Atlanta next week when we have our show. I mean, next in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I have to see how we're gonna do that. Um,
Yeah, I might be coming to Atlanta.
I don't. Um, will I be here?
The week of the
Yeah.
ninth, the week of the 5th, I might be coming after the holiday. I might be coming to Atlanta the following weekend. After the holiday weekend, I might be coming to Atlanta.
Oh, you come to see a boo? Yo, boo.
No, I ain't got no boo in Atlanta.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have no boo in Atlanta.
I got you. Well, cool. That's all I have. Anything else from you, Tiffany?
No, but I'm gonna be gathering content. I probably never gonna drop, but I'm gonna be gathering content in London. Uh,
You ain't about this life, man. You ain't about this influencer life, man.
I'm
This
gonna get better.
creative content life.
I'm gonna get better.
It's
I got a
work,
lot of
man.
content, y'all. It's editing these videos and dropping them.
It's
Trying,
work.
trying to live my life at the same time.
It's it's chaotic. It's work. You
Because then
got
I
to
have
be
to stop and be like, ooh, this would be great content. But I'm like, I want to enjoy the moment. So it's one or the
yeah,
other.
yeah.
I'm really choosing the other.
a lot of people get that once they put them shoes on, put them creative content shoes on. They get that part right there. My
Yeah, but
guy
I'm gonna get
Calvin.
better. I've been following some people who offer some great advice. I mean, even if it's just one 30-second video, I can do one 30-second video. So
Um, yeah,
it's
that,
all about the reels and the photo. So
yeah, um, yeah. It's and just taking your time, pacing yourself, just pacing yourself. Even if you just drop something once a month, if you just drop something once every 2 weeks, you drop something once every 2 weeks, and then once you kind of feel your pattern, then you can like the algorithm guys respect you when you're consistent. When
yeah,
you're not consistent, it just that nothing comes to come out of it when you're not consistent. That's in life, I think, really.
but anyway, catch me in London. Catch Adrian. And where you going?
Guatemala,
Guatemala. How long you gonna be?
just under 2 weeks.
Oh, so I'm gonna be in Atlanta. We gonna miss each other.
No, I mean, uh, one, oh yeah. No, no, no. I think I'll just be coming back. I'll just be coming back when you supposedly come here or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, under 2 weeks. Yeah, I said like that
Okay.
or something. Yeah, but okay, cool, man. Definitely. I still got content. I still got more content. Check out my Cuba content I just dropped. My Dominican Republic cigar video I just dropped as well too. I be putting that work out. I put that
Yeah,
work.
you do. I admire that work.
It is work. You got to be a little crazy to do all this, man. It's a lot, but
Well, have safe travels.
it's
Safe
gonna pay
travels.
off at the end, though. It's gonna pay off. But all right, that's it, peoples. I'll holla, and I see y'all in the next video.
Bye, y'all. Good night.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye.